Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today, we're going to try out our new fryer. We're going to do it with a dish that is near and dear to the hearts of Arizonans. That is the chimichanga. Now, there's controversy out there where and when it was invented, but one of the stories is 1946 in Phoenix. There's also a story about Tucson, but both of those are in Arizona. So here we go. It's chimichanga time. So first thing we're going to do is get some rice together, and way easy, normal rice cooking. I'm going to take 2 cups of water and put that into a saucepan. I'm going to add 1 cup of rinsed rice and about a teaspoon of salt. We're going to give that a stir and bring it to a boil. As our rice is coming to a boil, we'll get the rest of the innards of the chimichanga together. So in a skillet, I'm going to put that on medium heat. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of avocado oil. Now, as always, all of the ingredients, their amounts, and the directions are down below in the description section. My oil is beginning to shimmer, so I'm going to add my diced onion. And we're going to give that an occasional stir and let it cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, the rice is boiling, standard rice 101. Take it down to a simmer, cover it, let it set for 20 minutes. No magic there. We're going to add some magic though in a bit. Alrighty, the onion's been going about 3 minutes. Now we're going to add our diced chipotles and adobo, our garlic, chili powder, and cumin. We'll get that mixed up. That right there is the instant when your kitchen suddenly smells like serious Mexican business, and it's wonderful. Now we're going to add our chorizo and get that mixed in. Now, you can use beef chorizo if you want, but in my humble opinion, you can't beat pork chorizo. As that chorizo is cooking, I'm going to take a can of black beans that I have drained, put it into a bowl. I'm going to moderately mash it, just like I'm a little bit angry at it, not like it spent the rent money on porn. That's a whole different kind of beating. Now I'm going to add my moderately mashed beans to the chorizo, along with about a ½ cup of diced fire-roasted hatch green chilies. And we will stir to mix, give that another 5 minutes, then turn off the heat. All right, my rice is done, taking it off the heat. Gonna add my chopped green onion, some diced cilantro. We'll get that mixed up and then set aside until we're ready to make these chimichangas. Alrighty, so the innards are all done. Now let's put this together. First of all, I'm going to take about 4 tablespoons of water and 4 tablespoons of flour. We're going to make some chimichanga glue. We'll get that whisked together. And if you found you've made bread, it's way too thick, so put more water in it until you have a watery flour mixture. Somewhat resembling glue, because that's what it is. All right, glue is made. Now, I'm going to take a warmed flour tortilla. We're going to put that down, and then we're going to paint all the edges with our glue. Now we're going to add a little bit of our fantastic cilantro onion rice. Not a whole lot. And really, this is a choose your own adventure. You can, if you like a lot of rice, add a lot of rice. If you don't like a lot, don't add a lot. If you don't like it at all, don't add it. Now a little bit of the chorizo filling. Make sure you're keeping your filling away from the edges so this seals well, because it's going into the deep fryer. If that scares you or you don't have a deep fryer, you can shallow fry these if you wish. For us, love a squirt of sour cream, some Mexican cheese, and then we're going to roll this up. Let's take those outside edges in, go to roll, make sure we're good and tucked, roll again. We have chimichanga number 1. Okay, then into the fryer they go. Gonna cook them for about 5 minutes, get them good and crispy. As we're waiting on that to fry, let us know down in the comments, what is your favorite filling for a chimichanga? Is it chorizo? Is it ground beef? Is it ostrich? Let us know. All right, so the glue held up. It is looking awful pretty. So speaking of awful pretty, we need to get a judge in here. Now, normally I talk about the judges unimpeachable character. But this one here, a little questionable. She's made some questionable life decisions, like marrying me. So we'll bring in the director and find out how we did.
It's hot.
5 minutes was long enough to melt the cheese. Don't hurt yourself. I can edit out your cussing and everything from it being too hot. Or it show up in a gag reel for the best of 2024.
Very good.
Okay,
Lots of flavor.
this is the first time I've ever used rice in a chimichanga, and I've made a lot of chimichangas over my life. What do you think? Are you a fan?
I'm not a fan of rice in general, but it works with this.
I'll be damned. Okay, there you go. So hey, chorizo and bean chimichangas. The glue is the trick. You don't want to deal with those toothpicks. Did that for years. That's no fun. The glue works a lot better. So hey, thank you so much for joining us today. Until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas. Wow, somebody emptied my salt and pepper. Okay. Fine. What kind of communist would totally empty that and not refill it? Not Jesus. Not Jesus. Not Jesus.